it's me. I'm going to do a full face makeup tutorial for you today. So here we go. I always start with a primer. So it's perfect because it helps the makeup stay on your skin longer, makes your skin silky smooth, and it just helps the foundation in your eye makeup to glide on so much easier. So I start out with a cream shadow, and that is just to prime. I'm going to start out with my Beach Bronzer, and that is one of my favorite ways to use the bronzer, is just as an eye pigment. And it's the window washing method and then buffing in circular motions. And I'm kind of buffing just along the crease and a little bit above the crease. It's not necessarily important to put it on your entire eyelid because I'm going to be doing a lot of layering on the eyelid itself. And so, sorry, I got some powder in my eye. The next thing that I do is I take our Heartbroken, which is one of my other favorite colors. It is that dusty rose color. It has light shimmer to it. It's one of my go-to looks this summer, probably winter too. It's just one of those colors that I'm just like obsessed with. And I will go ahead and buff that into the crease as well. I don't go all the way to the corner, the inner corner of my eye. It's not necessary, just because I'm going to be doing something else to my inner corner. So I don't need to actually work it in. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my next step. I'm going to do Sexy, which is a shimmery, light, like pale pink color. Put some on my lid. And then I always like to do this with a wet application, just because it is a very sheer color. So I have a little water glass over here, and I'm dipping the cream shadow brush into it. It's a synthetic brush, which I always recommend for doing wet application. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to dip a little bit and get on my brush. I don't want too much on there because I don't want it to create like a crazy paste. I'm just creating a cream. And then I'm going to go in and I'm just going on the inner corner. And I think I showed this with the Curious color. And you can do it with the Curious. I just like the Sexy because it adds just a little hint of pink in there. And it blends so well with the Heartbroken, which is like that dusty rose color. So they complement each other really well. Just the inner corner to like the first third of your eyelid. And you kind of want to press it in there, not just stroke. It's more like a pressing. So yeah, it looks a little freaky like it did in the other video, but trust me, it's totally worth it. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my deluxe brush again, and I'm going to go just along that edge, just right where the creamy application of the Sexy meets the dry application of the Heartbroken and the Sunset Beachfront Bronzer. Okay, and then you can go just on the above right here, right where it starts to hit that your crease on the inside, and you're just kind of blending that line. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take our crease brush and I'm going to use Glamorous. So Glamorous is a matte, dark, deep purple color. It is so pretty. It is so gorgeous. It's kind of like an eggplant. So you're just going on that outer edge and you're creating a triangle. And I'm not trying to go super dark because it's a daytime look, so it's not necessarily important that I get this as a dark look. It's not super smoky. With this look, usually I do like a black eyeliner because I have really dark features. So black just really helps just go with the rest of my face, my dark hair, my dark brows, everything, dark lashes. But this time I decided to do something different, and I'm going in with the Prim, which is a medium brown color. And I'm going to just go along the line of my eye. It's just because I wanted something not so harsh for the daytime. It's a little bit of color, but it's not overly crazy. It really doesn't take me this long to do my makeup, I promise. It's just because I'm talking and explaining as I go. Okay, so then I do my lashes. Whew. Oops. And I always like to use an eyelash curler. And remember, let me move this closer. Remember, I like to pulse it. So I just put my lash curler right there by the root, and I just pulse it about 15 times just to kind of get those lashes to curl. I'm just gonna do one coat just for a time. Okay, so I don't do the bottom layer yet. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my concealer. So I like to use my foundation brush, and I use it as a wet application, and I'm going to dip it in that little glass of water again, like I told you. Get the rest of that crazy water out, and then I'm gonna dip it in the concealer. This is the Frivolous. It is wonderful. I absolutely love this stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in triangular shape is the best when concealing underneath your eye area. You don't want just a circle underneath because that just looks super crazy. You want something that looks a little bit more natural, so always do a triangle. And you can always go back in with your blending bud and blend out that line close in to your lashes if you want, but it's not necessary all the time, but that is one way to do it. Ooh, that was a little, ooh, oops. This is gonna be a super long video. And probably part of the reason why it takes so long to do my makeup is because I am a perfectionist. I am by no means professional. I wish I was. It's super fun. It's like art class for your face. Okay, so there's my concealer. I know I look like really, really crazy right now, but it'll all work together. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to go ahead and do my foundation. I can go ahead and do my under eye area, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do my foundation. So I'm just gonna use, it's not unique, so don't judge, but I use just a stick foundation, and I've been using it forever and ever and ever. So this is what I use. I don't do a lot of foundation. I'm just gonna because I go back and I use a bronzer for my face, since I am kind of tan right now. I've been using a Sunless Tanner, so I have to use bronzer to make sure that my face matches my skin tone everywhere else, so I don't look crazy. So I don't necessarily have to put on foundation over my entire face, and that's just what I do. I don't need to, because I'm going to be covering it with bronzer, and I just don't feel the need to put foundation over my entire face. And then I guess I'll go ahead and do underneath my eye area. That's done. Now what I like to do is I like to go back in and I do my bronzer. So I just get my blusher brush, and I'm going to go around in that C, making sure I get into my hairline so that it looks natural. I'm just pressing it in to my skin. I don't know if y'all can tell the difference between this side and this side. I mean, this looks so much more defined. There's that, and then I do my pressed blush. That's a little color along with the bronzer, and it's all about layering. Okay, and then I like to do my brows with the Prim color again. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Sorry. So I just highlight everything, And then pretty much just end with a gloss, which is somewhere in here. So this is my makeup routine, and it's pretty simple, but this is how you create that look. This is lavish. Super fun. So this is my look. It doesn't really take me this long to do it, but this is it. So just make sure that you are blending and that you are it's pretty much it. It's just blending. You can make sure that everything is blended. It'll look more natural and it won't look so harsh. You won't have defined lines like in your neck from where your makeup's starting and ending. You won't have any crazy, which I need to buff some of this out for my highlighting. Just blend it up. So here's the eye makeup look. It is, I don't know if this is really great lighting, but this is it. So I absolutely love it. I need to put another coat of mascara on, I think. It is perfect for summer, and I love it. I would do it all the time. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new, and I hope that you'll try this and check it out. If you have any questions on colors or anything like that, please ask. I'll drop the link below on how to order any of the products, and as always, see y'all later. Bye!